Hello and welcome to the Personalities of the Tarot podcast. I'm your host, Elizabeth Seer, and this is Season 2, Episode 13 for December 12th, 2023. And my apologies for the delay in production. I know it is a couple of days late, landing on the 14th. However, the Ten of Wands that I talk about later will explain all of that. Now, I discussed Sagittarius and the symbol of temperance back in episode 11, so go back and give that a listen if you're interested. We're feeling that Mercury retrograde as well, which fully began December 13th, and it does take us through the new year. I discussed that further, giving tips on getting through it in the last episode, episode 12. And yes, I have finished my holiday shopping and shipping in an attempt to avoid any problems with Mercury retrograde, but I do still have a couple of packages en route, so I'm crossing my fingers. We also had a new moon on December 13th, so I hope you thought about your desires or need for something new to manifest, especially since we're still in a fire sign of Sagittarius. Fire signs are always a great time for manifesting. And in this episode, I'm talking about the last decan, or 10 degrees of Sagittarius, from December 12th to the 21st with that Ten of Wands. We're also moving from the reign of the King of Wands to the Queen of Coins, or Pentacles, December 12th through January 9th. Of course, I have your list of late Sagittarius birthdays as well. So do that thing you do while listening to this podcast. Pop in your AirPods, go for a walk, drive home, or just chill with your favorite beverage, and let's begin. Hey, just a reminder, I'm a highly rated tarot and psychic reader. I have 5 stars on Google, Fiverr, Groupon, Fresha, and I think even Yelp. I'm pretty sure on Yelp as well. If you've been interested in getting a reading, but maybe didn't know how to go about finding a psychic for you, check out my site at elizabethseer.com. I have posts about my work and personal experiences, and I even have something about psychic scammers who unfortunately give us all a bad name. I have video meditations and links to a few products that I created to help out if you're also spiritually curious like me. Keep in mind you can only book a reading with me through my team at chickswithspiritualgifts.com or my personal site, elizabethseer.com. The Ten of Wands takes us to the end of Sagittarius from December 12th through the 21st. This can be a time of big responsibility and a feeling that you just can't rest due to your growing list of things to do. In a Pamela Coleman Smith deck, you'll see a person walking toward home with a huge bundle of sticks or wands. They had to go out and find the sticks. Now they have to lug it back home, and once there, they have to break down their treasure and find a place to store it. It's a lot of work and responsibility. This period incorporates that idea of working hard for yourself and or your community. Those born December 12th through the 21st may experience an unusual amount of responsibility in this lifetime, and they likely need to learn the power of no for the sake of their health and well-being. Trying to impress others by taking on more responsibility than necessary can lead to emotional and physical distress. They should make sure everyone involved will appreciate the effort. Otherwise, they should turn that energy towards something that will be more helpful in the long run. Now, for those of all signs during this time at the end of Sagittarius, you may feel unable to relax. You might be overextending yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and with the winter holiday gift season, maybe even financially. You may be struggling in one or more of these areas. So make sure to say no when necessary and accept help from others when offered. When we get what we want, the responsibility to hold on to it can become overwhelming. And remember, no is not a bad word. Are you spiritually curious? I've created some divination tools which might help you on your spiritual divination journey. In 2022, I designed and released the Lenormand Seer Oracle. It's available as a casting set or in card format. I use both formats regularly in my work, and I love the everyday specificity of that divination tool. I also designed Seer's Casting Tarot this year, and I am loving working with the 78 symbols on discs, and I can't say enough about how thrilled I am with the casting board. This is a new way to enjoy an old divination tool. I have a cool customized version of the set, which also includes a bag and a casting cloth sewn for you by yours truly. Or you can buy the original set and board directly from the print-on-demand manufacturer. The links to purchase these and more products are at my website, elizabethseer.com. The Queen of Coins, often related to Mother Nature, reigns December 12th through January 9th. Representing a person, male, female, or non-binary, born during this time, she can be nurturing, big-hearted, down-to-earth, kind, trustworthy, hard-working, and truthful. She's usually a rock for others, either materially or emotionally, and she puts in a great deal of effort at work and in the home. Let me tell you, this is my mother, born on the cusp of the King of Wands and the Queen of Coins, to a T. She works hard for everybody and often takes a back seat for herself. Now, the Queen of Pentacles' personality is creative and multi-talented, also like my mom. She's charitable and family-oriented. However, when manifesting her shadow side, that shadow side, we all have it, those born during this time may be overly concerned with the material world. They might be disorganized, obsessive, and moody or melancholy. But those periods don't typically last for very long because so many people rely on them. They do tend to snap out of it quickly because of their responsibility to others around them. The Queen of Coins can be very helpful and generous, and that's where she's at her very best. She's the mother of nourishment, with an instinct for nourishing life, like children, animals, plants, and nature. This also obviously translates to life within her home, within her domain. Now, everyone of all signs should commit to the responsibility and management of your physical world, your home, your money, job, school, and even your physical health during the reign of the Queen of Coins. Nourish these areas of your life while also making time for loved ones. You may be nudged or asked to honor your commitments to others as well as yourself, and to be sensible and kind when challenged. Spending time in nature or with animals can be very helpful for you now. It's famous birthday time. Here's the random list of famous or infamous late Sagittarius characters and celebrities born December 12th through December 22nd. Those on this list embody and or work with that Ten of Wands energy. This also means they are the Queen of Coins as well. As always, this list does not mean I agree or disagree with a person's words or life choices. It's simply to educate on the late Sagittarius personality, giving you the opportunity to compare public personas with their tarot and astrological correlations for bad or good. Frank Sinatra, Jennifer Connelly, Mayim Bialik, Dionne Warwick, Edvard Munch, Nostradamus, Steve Buscemi, Tom DeLonge, Vanessa Hudgens, Jane Austen, Keith Richards, Steven Spielberg, Maud Apatow, Nero, the Roman Emperor, Gustave Eiffel, the French engineer with a whole tower named after him, Kristen Ritter, Mila Jovovich, Sarah Paulson, Giovanni Ribisi, and, of course, that means his twin sister, Marissa, Manny Pacquiao, the current Roman Catholic Pope, Francis I, Katie Holmes, Christina Aguilera, Brad Pitt, Billie Eilish, Joseph Stalin, Jennifer Beals, Christy Swanson, the first live-action Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Jake Gyllenhaal, Jonah Hill, Jane Fonda, Samuel L. Jackson, Kiefer Sutherland, Saint and Archbishop of Canterbury under Henry II, Thomas Becket, Ray Romano, and Stephen Yun. We move into Capricorn on December 22nd, so on the next episode I'll be talking about the Devil, which covers all of Capricorn, along with the Two of Coins, which covers the first decan or first third of the sign. Together, these two seemingly disparate energies speak to a time where we need to make sure we're staying balanced in our physical world. The yummies and goodies and spending and merriment around the holidays can see us swinging out of balance and overindulging, which is the energy of the Devil in the tarot. But the Two of Coins indicates we can juggle it all, we can handle it, keeping all our plates in the air and finding a good flow. Keep in mind, we're also working with that Mercury retrograde energy through the end of the year, so revisit projects and ideas during this time. You don't need to make a move so much as just making time to review and revise before moving ahead again once the retrograde period is at least a week behind us. I always gotta show love for my chicks with spiritual gifts. So if you're interested in different intuitive readers or new and creative intuitive readings, like Sheila's Encaustic Wax art readings or Kimmy's AI art readings, make sure to check out my team at chickswithspiritualgifts.com and book a reading with Kimmy, Lindsay, Sheila, or me. Be kind, generous, and put effort into those things you care about. Continue with the Sagittarius way of temperance, dipping your toe into new things while holding on to your present security. Also, while you put in effort, try not to overdo it or take on more responsibility than you can handle. And behold the power of no for health and well-being. You've been listening to Elizabeth Seer, and I'm grateful for this time with you.